Of course, I had these thoughts going through my mind. Why am I going to die? I'm 24 years old. I still have my whole life ahead of me. I'm still at university. Why can't I just go home? It was also very painful to think about my loved ones.
Els Visser's journey into sport was unconventional. In 2014, whilst on a diving trip off Indonesia, the boat she was on got into difficulty. The vessel began to take on water and there was no means of calling for help.
All we had was a boat big enough for 6. Everyone else was in the sea, or was trying to stand on the sinking ship. That's how we spent the night. It was the most terrible night of my life. It was very cold. Waves kept crashing over me. The fear, all the questions in my mind, like what's going to happen? In the morning, the sun rose, and in that moment there was relief that it was light. We'd managed to get through the night. When I looked around me, there was just endless sea. Then I saw an island in the distance, and that was a glimmer of hope for me. At least there's an island. It's not just sea.
Despite the distance and a strong current, Els and 4 others decided to swim.
In the end, it's not that I'm scared of dying.
I'm
not scared of dying because I've had a great life. I just didn't want to think about it because it would only distract me. And I really wanted to just swim in the now, to try to make it to the island, to live in the now, and to survive.
After approximately 8 hours in the water, Els and the rest of her group made it to the island, and they were rescued by a passing boat the following day. The other survivors were also located and plucked from the sea.
Yeah, that was the most beautiful moment of my life. For 2 days you think your life is going to end, that you're not coming back, and then suddenly this person appears who's going to save your life. That's just indescribable.
We made it!
I can't fully comprehend that I'm still here and have been given another chance at life, because I've also seen the danger. 2 physically strong men didn't survive. They also tried to swim to the island, but left after us, and they were never found.
Els's experience in the water had an impact that would eventually lead her on a journey to the world of long-distance triathlon.
I began to notice that doing sport helped me deal with the trauma. I think that the physical and mental challenges of participating in these races, the intense training required beforehand, as well as the need to bring your best self to the competition, are connected to what I experienced in Indonesia. I think that's ultimately why I love triathlon, and why I think I'm just so fascinated by these long distances, the half and full distance. Because every race is such an ordeal. There were many times during a race when I was about to give up that I would think back to the accident and I would say to myself, Els, you've been through much worse. I have had to swim for hours to save my life, and here I was moaning that a marathon was too tough and that I wouldn't make it to the finish line. There's always a way to get to the finish line.